Good morning and welcome to the Chronic Pain Call-In Show. My name is Joseph of Borg. I come to you live each Sunday from Las Vegas, Nevada, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Feel free to call in and talk to me. Area code 725-333-4140. I look forward to taking your call. Got my mic on. There we go. Looks like I'm blasting you guys. There we go. Good morning and welcome to the Chronic Pain Call-In Show. I am Joseph of Borg. I'm not at my best, so this might be a little ragged. I'm going through some painsomnia. For those of you in the chronic pain community, you probably know what that is. If you don't, it's when you can't sleep due to your pain level being too high. And I didn't sleep last night, so we're going to do our best. I'm here. I feel blessed to be able to come to you, and I appreciate you spending your time with me. I really appreciate it. I hope if you find value in what I'm doing here that you will pass it on, spread the word. That's the only real way I'm going to be able to grow and help people who need it. So, and that said, I want to also wish all you mothers a happy Mother's Day. Mine has passed long since. So I like to think she's shining down, smiling down on me and my efforts. So, yeah, I'm that kind of crazy. So, anyway, thanks for coming out on your Sunday morning. I value your time. I want to get right to the content. Oh, you might not recognize me right away. I had a little razor mishap here. Bring it in. I was trimming my facial hair and that's all she wrote. So, as my wife says, now she's got the young kid for a few weeks until my facial hair grows back. Anyway, last week I shared with you guys some messages I had got, why I can't quit making videos, and why I keep making videos and what motivates me. I thought I would share with you guys this week while I'm trying to wait for some possible calls. Oh, hey, I should mention the number. In fact, I should put a graphic up right over there. 725-333-4140. You can call and talk to me live if you want. Most likely you're going to catch this in reruns, so that's what I shoot for. But if somebody calls, great. In the meantime, I thought I would share with you guys. Let me make a quick note. I apologize that I want to make a phone graphic because that's just stupid that I don't have one. Again, it's a one-man show. All right. The reason I started all this is unless you've been under a rock or in a cave for the last year and a half or so, you are aware that opiates are a hot button topic. They're trying to fight addiction by not letting doctors prescribe. I don't have the time or inclination at this moment to get on this issue too hard. I will probably on a future show. If I just don't start getting some calls, I'll be needing to come up with stuff to fill time. Anyway, I'm not going to get into the whole politics of it right now, but suffice it to say that due to the clampdown on opiate medications, several people I know between, let's see, this would have been 2017 because I made videos for about a year. Quick side note, I do have for each of my channels a corresponding Facebook channel. I originally started streaming on Facebook. I moved over to YouTube for a variety of reasons, most of them technical. I'm actually considering starting to do both and alternate weeks for which platform I'm going to do live, so people from Facebook could also call in live if they wanted. I would do both at the same time, but I don't have the computing power. So anyway, about a year and a half ago, I started making videos. Surfing the Pain would be the Facebook page you want to look for to find my Facebook videos from last year. And I think I can put a link up. I will probably try to put a link up over there somewhere for it. If not, it's easy enough to put it in the Facebook search bar. I've got one for Surfing the Pain, the Chronic Pain Call-In Show, of course, my caricature pen name page, Joseph of Borg, and I'm just starting the Spinal Cord Stimulator Success Story page on YouTube. I have a group and page by that name on Facebook. So if you want to seek me out in that format, or spread the word to people you know in that format, that would be great. I guess I won't have any reason to mention my other channels later. I try not to spam my own show. Anyway, back to why I started making videos. When I first started making some videos, it was because I hadn't seen any videos. When I was looking at getting a spinal cord stimulator, there were no videos about it. I couldn't find out anything on the internet, really. So I made just a few videos, and I'll be condensing those down, I think, and kind of re-releasing them, edit them down a little bit, just to make them more viewer-friendly in the future. And then I really slacked off, and I really kept thinking about it, and I knew I wanted to do it, and I should do it. And then what I call the opiate witch hunt started. Some people I knew lost their meds. And I want to say it was 3 or 4. I've forgotten now because, well, sadly now the number is well into double digits. It's a fine line between suicide and euthanasia. Call it what you will. 3 of them decided to check out permanently because they could no longer get medication that they had used for many years to manage their pain, and they couldn't take the pain without the medication, and couldn't find any other relief. And that was bad enough, but here's where I guess I tried to spin it or find something good in it from it. I found myself grieving for these people that I only knew digitally. I know that kind of sounds dirty, but that's the way I refer to people that I know over the internet that I've never actually met in real life. Is people that I know digitally. So maybe I've just coined a phrase. Or if there's already an existing term for that, I don't know what it is. So that'll have to do. I guess I'm kind of circling this because it's still kind of painful. Not kind of, it's still painful. I found myself grieving for these people I had never actually met, that I only knew through the internet. And having had experience with grief previously, it took me a little while to figure out that I was really going through the grieving process for these people that I hadn't ever physically met. And then it dawned on me that in this day and age, we are very blessed, those of us who are disabled or home, kind of stuck in the house. Note to self, move that door because it's really distracting. I'm not even going to attempt to do it right now for fear I'll crash things. There I go again, getting off the topic. The isolation is a killer, literally, not even figuratively. The pain brings on the isolation, brings on the depression. If you've got chronic pain, you know what I'm talking about, and that's why I titled this episode "You're Not Alone." This told me that I could go online, especially through video, because sometimes just reading text isn't enough, especially when you're having pain. Maybe you just want to listen. I just believe that video is much more interactive. I don't know if you guys like the close camera or the far camera. If you got an opinion, let me know. They say that you should switch views once in a while to help keep your viewers' attention. I know I'm rambly today. Again, it's the lack of sleep. I apologize. Anyway, it dawned on me that I could use this medium that we've been blessed with in this day and day and age of technology to reach out and try to form actual emotional bonds, relationships, a certain level of intimacy with other people. And to be honest, I started it as much for myself because I needed an outlet. Even if I was just uh, talking to the camera, who gave me a chance to voice and vocalize a lot of stuff. If you watch some of my early videos when I wasn't getting many viewers, I told people, I said, I feel like I'm screaming into the darkness, and I know you guys are out there. So, um, and I also want to encourage you, if you are at home, you're not getting out, get out there, tell your story, get out here and say hello, take a step. You don't have to do anything fancy. Grab your phone. Everybody's got at least a half-ass decent camera on their phone, and hell, if nothing else, just say hello. Send me a video clip just saying, "Hey, I'm so and so from wherever." You would make my day. Just to hear from some of you guys, because we need to break out of the isolation. Yes, the pain can be horrific. I'm not discounting that or claiming that my friends from back then would be here today, because there's more to it than just that. But the isolation, I read about it in the groups all the time. I hear about it all the time. People at the end of their rope because your family doesn't understand. Your friends and family are out doing stuff. You can't do that stuff. That's depressing of itself. It, so I'm begging you, really, if that's what it takes, grab your phone. Take 2 minutes of your time. You can email it to me at josephofborg@gmail.com. You can post it, I believe, as a message uh, on YouTube. But better yet, start your own channel. I would love to collaborate with some other people who are disabled. As you can all tell, I could really use some graphic arts help. I could use some help making technical. I'm doing the best I can, but I'm a hack at best. Um, you know, uh, I just really encourage you. Look, there are millions of us who are disabled, especially just with chronic pain, just that segment of the disabled. If we network, we can change things not only for ourselves, we can make changes in the world. I mean, I was privileged to speak with some guys at MIT and a couple other places, and I don't know for legalities, some commercial companies that are huge, and you would know, obviously, if I stated them, um, about virtual reality. Now, I'm no mathematician or scientist or whatever, but and I got some software that I downloaded that was made by Boston Scientific to help me run my mouse with my head, which is something I'm learning to do. Anyway, to lead uh, we have a unique ability as disabled people to help with virtual reality because necessity is the mother of invention. I've always heard that Thomas Edison invented the light bulb because he wanted to work at night and he didn't want to work by candlelight. I don't know if that's true. It's the legend I've always heard. Um, you know, we who can't readily leave home have the need to be able to virtually interact. So who better to help pioneer and test some products and bring a fresh idea and opinion and view to the upcoming virtual reality market, which is going to be enormous. Let's be honest. But again, I let myself get sidetracked from my main point, which is reach out. You're not alone. There are other people out there just like you who have chronic pain, and it's not just out of random. I picked Sunday mornings. I no longer go to church, so I guess this is my ministry to try and reach out and be a light in dark places for others. And hopefully, I don't just bore you guys to death this morning, but really, that's why I'm here. I want to make you realize other people are in this boat. You are not alone, although it feels that way, because, like I said, it is literally a matter of life and death. Um, so reach out. We're out here. Get on a chat board on Facebook. Um, I don't know where else. There's a bunch of chronic pain. There's a board these days for almost, or a page these days for almost every illness. Um, get out there and interact, be part of the community. Let's support each other because we have to. And for those of us who are, I thank God that I have not become physically dependent on opiates. I only use them intermittently throughout the week. I have lots of friends who do rely on them. There's a difference between uh, dependence and addiction. And that could be a whole nother show, but that's really not something that I have expertise in, so I don't want to speak on it too much. But if people who are losing their meds, it feels like a genocide. It really does. I mean, it seems like once a week I'm seeing somebody just in the chat rooms and the support groups that I frequent, we're losing. And we need to do something. And I did a show about chronic pain and suicide. I will, without a doubt, put a link up to that up here. I guess I can plug myself on my own show. So I really don't have a lot more to talk about this morning. I see the phone hasn't rang, and I've been on almost 20 minutes, which is probably pushing my limits. So I am going to run a clip. I decided to make a weekly bumper, if you will. Last week I brought you the Grow Boss because he so inspired me. This week I made something about a mini series, I guess, of 3 videos I did about CBD products. So I'm going to get some more coffee and get up and move around for a few minutes, and then I'm going to come back and see if I get some calls. Before I go, if you are watching this in replay, it hadn't occurred to me. I have a separate phone set up for just this show. So if you're watching this in replay, if you're not catching me live, you can call and leave me a message. Same number, 725-333-4540. Excuse me, 725-333-4140. Again, I got to get a graphic up for that. So I'm going to take a break here before I babble on anymore. And I hope you guys enjoy this clip. If you have some interest in CBD products, I'll put the link up for that as well. And I'll be back in just a couple minutes to see if we got any calls.
We've just received word from the fleet. They've engaged the Borg.
I'm Joseph Borg. I want to welcome you to a special edition of Surfing the Pain. This episode we are going to discuss CBD for me. I happen to live here in Nevada, where marijuana for medical purposes and CBD products have been legal for quite some time. As many of you may have noticed on my Facebook groups and my postings, I never really talk much about medical marijuana or CBD. Those of you who are familiar with me know that I always try and represent both the good and the bad. I don't sugarcoat things, and I'm not really much of a salesman. That's because I have a lot of respect for the responsibility of being blessed with the platform I have to reach people. I want to make sure I give them honest and accurate information. I really believe that cannabinoids are beneficial to people. I think they help with mood stabilization. They can help with pain management. They can help with a host of things. Many companies make a lot of claims, and I tried some products at the dispensaries early on. They'll sample, pump sample of a lotion or whatever, and I didn't really notice a lot of effect. I was always somewhat skeptical when I would open something to check it out, and it would smell like menthol or tiger balm. but yet claim to be almost purely CBD. I think part of the problem from the get-go was so many companies rushed into the market. A lot of it's not FDA regulated because it's considered a supplement, not a food. You could never be sure what you were getting. You didn't know how effective it was going to be. One of the problems I've had is that each company seems to just tell you ours is different, but they don't really tell you how it's different. So the only real way to know is to try it. And I've been watching the market for these products as they've come available more and more. I was contacted by representatives from a company that really took time to explain the science of what they were doing and how they were doing it different, about a new method of breaking it down so that it is both water soluble and easily absorbed by the body by breaking it down into very, very tiny particles. Between solubility, breaking the components down so that they're easily absorbed, so that absorption, obviously, if you don't absorb it, it doesn't do you a whole lot of good. This science just happens to make sense to me, and it was not the standard elusive, hey, ours is different. They were able to explain to me how they were different and what they're doing differently. In the interest of full disclosure, I am being sent some products by this company free, and I will say that they are the first company to put their money where their mouth is and actually offer to send me some stuff to try out without wanting me to invest a bunch of money or sign up for anything. So as I use these products, I'm going to do an unboxing when I receive them, and I will have you guys follow along and make videos as I use them and report back what benefits I see or don't see. I really do believe that cannabinoids are beneficial for people for everything from mood stabilization to possibly chronic pain management. Nothing works for everyone. That's obvious. Not even aspirin works for everyone. I have a spinal cord stimulator. It works super well for me. I'm pretty much the poster boy for spinal cord stimulator success. They don't work for everybody. Obviously, your results may vary. I don't take reporting to you guys lightly. The only way I'm going to be willing to do this is if I am absolutely honest with you guys. So follow along with me as I try and find out if CBD is right for me. I'm going to create a playlist just for these episodes that have to do with CBD because I know not everybody is interested in it. It's not legal in every jurisdiction, I don't believe. Obviously, you're going to want to consult with your locality and find out the laws where you live, talk to your doctor, but I'm going to be reporting it to you guys as it happens. So I hope you subscribe. I hope you check out this playlist. Click the little bell so you get notifications as I upload it. So I thank you as always for spending a little time with me today. I hope you come with me on this CBD adventure. Joseph of Borg, I'm out of here.
Received word from the fleet. They've engaged the Borg.
Welcome, I'm Joseph of Borg. This is the second in a special series about CBD products that I'm doing. If you haven't seen the first episode, I'm going to put a card up so that you can click on that and go get the background for the situation and find the first installment there. In the description and info down below, you'll find a link if you do want to check into these products. I'll have a link there for the information sheets for the products because I wasn't able to completely capture the labels due to the my equipment. My phone just doesn't do a good enough job to capture it with detail. There will also be a link if you want to check these products out for yourself. I figured the least I could do, since Mindy was kind enough to arrange for me to get some of these products for free to test out. Obviously, under the condition, I'm going to be very honest about my results. But if you want to check her out, or I should say if you want to check her link out, it will be down in the description as well. Starting next week, I'm going to be trying to do daily clips, and I'll put them together at the end of each week to let you know what results, if any, I'm seeing from these products. I am really cautiously optimistic that they will be of benefit to me, and I hope you guys will follow along, and I hope you'll get something out of this series that I'm doing to inform you. Obviously, everyone's different. Results will vary, but CBD is such a hot topic right now. I figured the best thing I could do is do a real short series to pass information along to those of you who may be interested and may need it. After the actual unboxing video, which isn't all that exciting, I encourage you to stick around for the interview with Angela Orr. She ended up being such a great guest and doing such a fine job, really to her credit more than mine, that I pretty much have run the clip in its entirety. I hope you get a lot out of this. I hope you find some information. If you have questions about CBD products, post them in the link. And as always, you can email me at josephofborg@gmail.com.
So I got my box of my CBD stuff. I was really pleased to see it's really not marked much, just a couple of basic shipping labels with my name and stuff on it. Nothing to indicate what's inside, because, you know, everybody likes a different level of discretion. Sorry, afraid that's not going to be much to see, given my fine motor skills being what they are, and having to use a hand, obviously, to hold the phone. All right, got my invoice. Looks like I got 4 items. Looks to be well insulated. Well, air packs, keep everything safe. I do want to comment while I'm doing this. I spoke to somebody about these products and whether they could go to every state, because I had mentioned that I wasn't sure in my previous video. And I was told, and of course I would check with your local regulations since it's your ass on the line, that since these have 0 THC, they can ship them to all 50 states. I wish I had a little longer focus on this camera. This appears to be the hemp oil soft gels. I will take pictures of all these labels and post them for you, since catching them with my camera in my shaky hands is going to be problematic. Packed in this little bubble wrap looks to be my drops. I'll open that and we'll pick right back up. This is called Hydro Pro Ultra Premium Grade USA Grown Hemp Oil Drops. Nano Enhanced Absorption Technology. Again, I'll take pictures of these labels. Looks like it's sweet mint, so hopefully it won't taste too bad. I will confess, when I've tried edibles in the past, I often haven't been a fan because of the flavor. And this is obviously the balm. I'll open that up. This is the topical balm, Soothe Blend. Same thing. Like I said, I'll put the labels up. Obviously it's sealed. Packaging is nice, all nice and secure. Looks like a quality label and everything. I mean, I know that doesn't mean much to what's inside. I'm not stupid, but when a company goes out of their way to invest in their packaging, it definitely says something about the company. And these are, it looks like it's some type of a drink. Yeah, it makes a beverage. So I will be opening these further and shooting more video. But here's the contents of what I got. Again, the balm, the gel caps, the drops, and the drink mix. So all came in this little box, nicely packaged. So I will open these individual items up and give you some review when I get a chance. Maybe I can find a way to use my webcam so it'll be less shaky. I wanted to take a minute and show you guys the hemp gel tablets. They're capsules. I just opened them. I'm going to dump them in this bowl. As you can see, they look pretty much like any other gel cap. I didn't see the quantity on the outside of the bottle. It's probably there, and I'm just not able to read it because the printing is, in fairness, quite small. Just to give you, here's my finger for a scale size. I guess I'm a little surprised there's not more of them given the amount I think I'm supposed to take, but I'm going to double check on that. All right, this is the balm. It looks like a balm. I didn't really expect anything miraculous. I wish my phone focused a little better, but this is the hemp balm. Again, for scale, there it is in relation to my thumb. So,
is there anything else big that you want to hit before we start to wrap this up? Big points or other things that you wanted to address that you think people should know?
I tried to,
You seemed like you were pretty thorough.
I was just say I had kind of made a list of that's why I looked over a few times, a list of the key points. So I think that was pretty, I hope. Was there anything that you think that I was missing?
I think you picked up pretty much everything that I was even pondering to ask you. I think you pretty much answered along the way. So I think I'm going to be able to use this really well to put together some information for the people who are watching my show. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna start using this stuff on Monday. I'm excited to try it, but I've been having some pain flares and the weather's been crazy here. So, but I don't really have anything else. You've got me plenty of material and time here that for me to cut down, and I really think it's going to bring value to the viewers. So I really want to thank you for spending the time with me today. Well, I hope you really got something out of that. I know I got some good information. I felt like I came away knowing more than I did going in. I really want to thank you for taking the time to watch this. I hope you will subscribe, click the bell so that you can find the updates as I post them on this topic, as well as my normal episodes of Surfing the Pain and the other topics that I cover. I hope you found value in this. Again, I want to thank you for spending the time to watch this. Joseph of Borg, I'm out of here. Have a great day. All right, and I am back live, and I remembered to turn my mic on, so I'm doing better than I could be. All right, I hope you found some value with that. I will put a link up in the corner again for that full episode with the interview. In fact, I'll try and make it so that it goes right to the beginning of the interview. She spoke, I don't remember how long it was exactly, but I know it was at least 20 minutes. Very intelligently. She is a career pharmacist. She is on the science panel for that product line, and I really just can't say enough about her willingness to spend her time and share information with those of us who are interested in CBD products. So I will put up that link. I will also be looking to put a link down in the descriptions to Mindy's page if you do want to pop over and give these products a try. She gave me the stuff for free. The least I can do is give her a plug. I did not sign up as an affiliate, and if you want to know how it all worked out for me, you'll have to take the link to the playlist. I'll put that up in the corner probably right about now. And I know that's kind of a tease, but hey, go check it out if you got an interest. If you don't, I didn't want to bore you any further. So, like I said, I'll put up the link to the interview. I'll put up a link to the playlist for the CBD stuff that I uploaded, which will take you over to my other page, Surfing the Pain, where you can see a bunch of my older videos and live streams and whatnot. I address a lot of chronic pain topics over there. Some of them I'll be revisiting. So that is about all I have for today. I haven't had a phone call, and I'm not terribly surprised, and nor am I disappointed, because I know it takes time to actually develop an audience and get people to call in and to build a channel. Over on my Joseph of Borg channel, I've got over 600 subscribers. I've got one video about spinal cord stimulator trials that, pardon me, that has like 22,000 views. So I understand it takes time, and hopefully you guys will help by spreading the word, and I can get some people to call in, whether you want to discuss a chronic pain issue, a treatment. I've been through a lot of the pain management options. Whether you just want to say hello, you maybe just feeling alone and want to chime in, and like I said, you can contact me several different ways now. You can always leave a message down in the comments, or just give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. An interaction helps me post better in the Google rankings to help other chronic pain people find me. You can call the number 725-333-4140 and leave me a message. If you want to email me, you can contact me at josephofborg@gmail.com. That's all one word, josephofborg, B-O-R-G, like the Star Trek characters. Since I have a computer attached to my spinal cord that lets me walk, it seemed fitting. So that's about enough self-promotion. It's about all I can stomach for self-promotion. I do want to take a moment out before I leave for the day, and I know it's Mother's Day, and again, happy Mother's Day to all you mothers. I want to mention somebody that was very influential in my life and many lives, and it's the anniversary of his death, who really promoted the concept of one love, which is something I try to embrace as part of my walk with Christ. And that's Bob Marley. He passed. This is the anniversary of his death. I've had the privilege of visiting the place he's interred, and his home where he grew up as a child when I was in Jamaica, and I got to take my children there as adults in their 20s, and it was very impactful to me, and I really just know he's changed a lot of lives, and I hope some of you out there have enjoyed his music and the message behind it, and it just was somebody that came up on my Facebook feed, quite frankly, today, that I thought it would be worth sharing, because it's a concept of it's a concept I embrace. So I'm no preacher, so I'll get off that. And it's really just something I wanted to share on a personal note. I don't just want to lecture to you guys, and I really don't want to babble on. I really do try to share so that you guys can kind of get to know me again and try and build a relationship, make this all relational. So with that, I want to thank you for spending your time with me this Sunday morning. I really do appreciate and value the fact that you would tune in. I know I've got like 8 subscribers and I had roughly 50 views. I've got more on Facebook where I've had a little bit more of a following, and I'm able to be active in the chat rooms and stuff. So I really do appreciate it. I'm not trying to be smart ass about it. I know it's not a big number, but it's a start. And the longest journey starts with a single step, right? That's what they tell us. So with that, from Las Vegas, Nevada, I'm Joseph of Borg from the Chronic Pain Call-In Show. I want to tell you guys that I hope you have a good week. Once again, thank you for viewing. With that, Joseph of Borg, I'm out of here.